Hey y'all, what's up? It's Mila and I'm back with Backstage. This episode, guys, was a little juicy, a little bit, not too lit, you know what I'm saying, but a little lit. But you know, they like dimming it down. I cannot wait to see tomorrow's episode because I think tomorrow is the season finale, guys, of Backstage. The whole freaking thing. They had all like 30 episodes. I'm just like, wow, it's been 29 episodes. This episode's the 29th episode. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've never seen so many episodes in a freaking season. But yeah, so I'm just like, I can't wait to see what's happening over house. Scarlett's going through a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, Scarlett, no, girl, like, no. And I'm like, Miles, I'm gonna beat you if you try that again. I'm like, Julie, back off. Jax need to chill. Bianca, do you? It's just like so much stuff going on. So basically, this is how it started off with. Lord Jesus Christ. So the boys was performing. You know, the boy team from Mr. Park's class. It took them a really long time to perform their part, but I don't know why. But yeah. So they was performing, and you know, Aaliyah was like, that's my boyfriend. So they was doing like the whole boy band thing. They was really playing around. I'm shocked that Mr. Park allowed that, but you know, there was a performance, and the song sounded good. You know, they did it by themselves, and it's really impressive. These kids are making the music by themselves, and it sounded really good. So like, you know, like on a TV show, like this is real life. I'll be very impressed. But yeah, so Julie, he pointed at Julie. Miles pointed at Julie, and Aaliyah was like, what was that? Who you think he pointed at? Then Julie, because Julie was standing like there like a weirdo, like just watching them. Like, Julie, this is not even your class. Like, why are you in here? But yeah. So meanwhile, Sloan took Cassandra's slippers, and she was like, oh, I was gonna try them on, but they in size snob. And then Cassandra's like, oh, I didn't know you could read. And I'm like, the way she said it though, yes, to her, she said it. She's like, oh, I didn't know you could read. I'm like, oh. Oh, okay, like they are not in an educational building, but okay, that's fine, okay. So Carly was like, the Sasha and Vanessa is like, yeah, don't mess with Cassandra, or she kicked us out, and they always get the spot at the open house. So Sloan was like, well, we about to take that spot. Ooh, give them a run for their money, girl. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Meanwhile, Denzel was like, you're a star, Scarlett. So she's like, I know. So he's like, look, I want to be a little more perfect. So you want to do this a 2001 more time. So she's like, okay. So she started coughing a little bit. Then he's like, it's not time for your monthly node scare. It's okay. You don't have nodes. Calm down. So she's like, no, I'm just a little tired. My throat's a little tired. So that's going to be pretty scary. I'm getting really scared because basically she's probably about to lose her voice, and she got to do the speech and she got to perform. It's just way too much. Meanwhile, Julie was like, hey, Cake Thief. And Miles is like, but then she was like, yeah. Anyway, so she's like, nice moves. You dance. Your dancing is defying gravity. So then Leah was like, is that for open house? Because she was dancing. And Mom's like, nah, she just mocking me. So now Leah was like, oh, I mock him too. So, you know, she was like all up in her face. But she was like, look, jealousy is immature. I'm going to be the mature one. So Miles went and left to go do something. And then Aaliyah wouldn't help Julie move her stuff to like her mics and stuff to this other area. And she bumped the mic into the locker. And she was like, oops, my bad. And I'm like, ooh, Aaliyah, need to stop. Need to stop. Meanwhile, Bianca flew out. She was like, she flew out the freaking room. She's flying. She's like, I gotta call back. I got a lead in the new John Green movie. And I was like, hopefully he don't kill you, but okay. So he was like, Jackson's like, oh my god, who's John Green? Who's John Green? She's like, The Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, John Green. So yeah, he was like, oh my god, Ansel Elgort is the male lead. Jackson's gonna tape her. She didn't get the part yet, but she will. So he's gonna tape her. So he's like, wait, a love story in LA? He was like, I hope you mean another LA and not the Los Angeles LA. And she was like, yeah, what else LA? She's like, we can go hiking and do this and that. It was so much she wanted to do, so much. And he was like, yeah, this could be a game changer. So yeah, he was trying to act for her camera, and Jackson's supposed to be the other guy on the other side, but he was like, who writes this kind of stuff? He was basically just going off. He stopped the camera. He's like, this is pedestrian type movie. So then he ended up knocking it down. So she's like, Jackson, what's wrong with you? Oh my god, it was too much. He's like, I want her to get the same role in the same zip code. So then he's like, well, the description said of Italian descent. Aren't you Sicilian? So then she's like, that's just the guidelines. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, like, Jax kind of got a point. He kind of got a point. Come on now. Come on. It's the same thing with Italian. But okay. But okay. So yeah, so then he was like, look, you're gonna end up breaking up with me if you, let's just be rational. Let me just do it for you right now. And I'm like, oh god, why is he being so stupid? She's just trying to go work. Meanwhile, Julie was singing, and then, oh my god, her statue, she sounds so good. Sky was like, oh my god, you amazing dancer, incredible artist, you can sing, your style is questionable, but you dress okay. What's wrong with you? Why are you so multi-talented? So then Julie was like, oh, I'm just not as like singing. So then she was like, well, I don't even know why Durandi got me doing this speech. I'm doing all this stuff, juggling it. So Sky was like, well, let me do it. I can do an open comedy monologue. So she was like, I can be multi-talented. I'm gonna be like Taylor Swift hosting SNL. She was like, okay. So she was basically like, look, my middle name is Scarlett her middle name is Funny. She's like, my name is Scarlett Funny Dunny. She's like, was that funny? And then Julie was like, yeah, that was funny, that was cute. Meanwhile, the Primus was dancing, you know, they did good. You know, the guy from Juilliard was going to be attending. A few other people in their group is shortlisted. So the crowd was like, well, they only choose 10 dancers from across the country, and she had to kill it. So Sloan came busting in, like, Mrs., you know, doing no less, Mrs. Haleser, what's this and that. So Mrs. Haleser was like, what you drama orphans doing in here? And I'm like, skirt, you need to be quiet and respect the people that's coming up in here. But you know, they was supposed to be busting. Everyone was like, Jesus, she don't gotta be rude. Like, what's wrong with her? Anyway, yeah, so Vanessa was like, Julia was like, tell her Vanessa. So Vanessa was basically like, we need a spot, we want a spot, we're gonna get a spot. So she was like, the Primas get the spot. Francesca was gonna be here. So then Carl was like, what is she doing? She's ruining my chances. And I was like, Carly, you didn't tell her Vanessa about the whole Juilliard thing, so how would she even know? Like, but yeah, so then she's like, look, everybody gets a shot, show me why they should perform. And they're gonna do it. They're gonna rehearse. I mean, they're gonna like do the little audition the next day or later on that day. And oh my god, this is like so freaking scary. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, so Scarlett was trying to do her thing. You know, she was trying to do her comedy thing. And then she was like, what kind of dance does the egg whites do? So then Denzel Kid was like, what? And she's like, the merengue. Get it? The merengue. Because you know, with egg whites, you make a meringue. You can make a meringue with egg whites. And like, it was kind of funny. So she's like, yeah, so what's her mom's favorite dance? The mambo. Okay. So then it's like, look, we need to prep for a music video, stupid. So stop, please. Kid was just like, stop hogging the spotlight, okay? We need to do this right now. So yeah, she was trying to do that. But it wasn't always working out very well. Cause yeah. Meanwhile, Julie was dancing with her statues in the freaking hallway while people are trying to get past. I'm like, Julie, you in the hallway and people are trying to get past, like, excuse me. But yeah, so Leah was like, oh my god, you're so amazing. So then Julie's like, yeah, my sound system messing up. So then Leah was like, oh, Mal is good with that stuff. And she's like, I guess he can help her. So then Julie was explaining to her, you know, it's Juilliard scholars coming, I really want this to be good. So she's like, wow. Aaliyah was like, I'm not even good enough for Juilliard, so I think Miles should really help her. And she's like, look, I got Miles and that's all I need. So Miles came up along, so then he was like, hey, what's up, what's good? So then she was like, oh, he's like, oh, you need help with your sound system? He's like the whisper room. And he's like, ha ha ha. Then it's like, oh, Aaliyah said inside joke. And it's like, okay, don't do that. So then, you know, Julie went over it. So then Miles was like, are you okay, Aaliyah, with this? And she's like, yeah, of course. You know, I want you to help her out. So then she seemed real okay with it. You know, I'm glad. I'm proud of you, Aaliyah. You're not like Miles all like Miles is all like, but no. You are like smiles and you're good. You know what I'm saying? That's true sportsmanship. True sportsmanship. So yeah. So, Julie was trying to talk to Miles when they was doing it. She's like, I trust you to do this. So then she was like, well, I really don't want to ask you about your kidney transplant, but what happened? So then he was like, I feel fine, you know, I feel great and all this and then. She was like, I didn't want to bug you. He's like, Julie Maslany, you could never bug me. So basically, it was just like, okay, they got close like this, and it was like a kiss, and it was like, Miles was like, so she was like, oh yeah, I forgot you got a girlfriend, that's right. And I'm like, if y'all don't stop acting like foolish, y'all know y'all got a boyfriend, and y'all know, you know that he got a girlfriend, and he know he got a girlfriend, so why he acting like he don't have no girlfriend? What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, Miles, if you try this again, I will pop you, okay? So stop. You need to chill. You need to stop, okay? Okay. So, yeah, Bianca went up to Jax. You know, Jax really apologized to her. He was like, look, I'm sorry, but I didn't really want you to move to LA. So she's like, I'm sure your parents will let you come, you know, visit me. So then he was like, yeah, like my parents would love me going to another city. And I'm like, basically another country, because they're supposed to be in like Canada right now. So they're going to be going, crossing the border onto Los Angeles. Yeah. So he was like, well, why did you fall in love with Ansel? She's like, I would never fall in love with Ansel. And he was like, well, what happened if we gonna miss each other and one of you find somebody that's better than me? And she's like, it's no such thing that's better than you, Jax. And I was like, it's debatable. I mean, just, yeah, Ansel Elgort, you got Jax. I mean, But yeah, so then he's like, look, you smell so good, you smell like jasmine. Lavender. She's like, it's jasmine. He's like, okay, but you smell like jasmine. So yeah, so you know what? I was like, she about to pull a Aaliyah, and she about to do it right. She gonna stand and do her job, and she gonna work like she's supposed to, and she's still gonna try to keep Jax on the side, you know what I'm saying? Still call him and stuff, you know, like call him, talk to him, you know, FaceTime, y'all can always FaceTime. You know what? It's gonna be okay. I know she's gonna get the part, hopefully she do. Meanwhile, Vanessa's like, sorry, Carly. She was like, oh yeah. She told Vanessa about the Francesco situation. So then she was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So then they started fighting. She was like, yeah, Sloane's a tough one. She's like, yeah, she's a softie, unlike Cassandra. So then Carly called her Cassie. She's like, well, she just believes in the Primas, and they lost perspective. And she's like, individually, you guys are good, but together, I don't know. So she's like, well, the Primas are better. They snobbish and worse and all. That's what Vanessa was like. So then Carl was like, you talking about my dance family, like my dance family. You talking about them. That's my family right there. You talking them now. And then Vanessa's like, well, your family need a wake-up call. And I'm like, wait a minute, guys, calm down. It's the quad here. It's lit in the quad. The quad must be lit at lunchtime because everybody's fighting the quad. And I'm just like, everybody just needs to calm down for a quick second, and we all can just resolve this some other way, okay? They can resolve this some other way. They don't have to fight. They don't have to fight. But obviously they had to fight because they went there to go perform, and they did really good. It was battle time. The song is like swagger on fleek. If you want me to do my best, you better look fresh. Da, da, da. I was like, where is this song coming from? Where are they getting these songs from? Where can I find them? Like, Jesus. They look good. They was a little off sync, but they still look good. You know, some Miss Hells will peep that foot game when they circled around. Cassandra looked like she doodled on herself. She looked constipated. Really? They did real good. They did like a little circle thing. Miss Hells would peep that feet game that they was pulling, and Cassandra looked like she had the boo-boo and she looked constipated. Then, you know, Carly was smelling because she knew that that feet game was popping. You know, she knew that was popping, and they was slipping. They was doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So Miss Hells was like, well, I'll give you an answer tomorrow. So then Vanessa was like, well, tomorrow's the open house. She was like, so then Vanessa was like, okay. So yeah, at the end, Scarlett was doing her thing in the bathroom. Then she was trying to say a speech. She started coughing, and then she started rubbing her throat because I think she kept lost her voice, and just like, oh my God, like on the most important thing to do, she lost her freaking voice. It's just like, oh my God, like now I guess either Julie's gonna have to take her place or maybe Elizabeth's gonna take her place, but I don't know what's gonna happen unless they're gonna just do like have her lip sync or whatever, and I don't know how long the episode's gonna be. Is it gonna be an hour? Is it gonna be 30 seconds, 30 minutes? I don't know what the heck is gonna happen tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure tomorrow's gonna be a season finale, and I'm just like, what the heck? But we are getting a new musical type show called The Lodge, and it's a new show that's coming in October. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch that too. So yeah, guys, this episode for me, I was just like, what the heck is going to happen to Scarlett? I was really worried about Scarlett, and I'm about to pop Miles in the mouth if we try that stuff again with Julie and on Aaliyah's watch, because Aaliyah is being very respectful. When she hasn't said anything to you, she hasn't hit you or nothing, so Miles, you need to get your stuff together, okay? Okay. But I hope Bianca get the role. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and go check out other videos, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.